In a pool of meteor, watch me swim, swap a bed, I just keep it going. I'm kinda like I'm reading orders. Depth pool, got a fight and it full of high hopes. Look at my flow, DLM man, keep it liquid, it's never not so. Huddle like whoa, talking about slippers, bro, I don't even know that hoe. Easy in this pizza, they get fees, a little bacon, start the vault until the cheese is done. Fools are paying me like I don't even go to beach, I'd rather be here on a feed or something. Best believe it's decent, wavy when I see sick, we chillin' in the deep end. Every weekend, see me, you can depend on it, cause I mean it. Coming up, you can even find a way to flood it up. You done enough, 10% stimulate and run it up. Point system looking like a fine where they won't miss a solid contribution. Could've pointed out enough. I met up with Matt, had a really good chat. He's telling me bet up your army does laps. That orbit does this meteor set it when no one's expecting it. We watching it happen, eh? In a pool of meteor, watch me swim, swap a bed, I just keep it going. I'm kinda like I'm reading orders. Depth pool, got a fight and it full of high hopes. Look at my flow, DLM man, keep it liquid, it's never not so. Huddle like whoa, talking about slippers, bro, I don't even know that hoe. Easy in this pizza, they get fees, a little bacon, start the vault until the cheese is done. Fools paying me like I don't even go to beach, I'd rather be here on a feed or
All right, GMet, everybody. Geek Lad here with you guys, broadcasting live from sunny South Florida. Really happy to be here today with the MeteorAI team. And we've got Quinn, Al, Cognito. They're all going to do like a little presentation here for you guys, introduce themselves, and talk more about the platform. And we're going to dive right into a really nice demo for you. So with that, I'm going to bring up the deck here, and I'm going to let Cognito take us on through it.
Thank you, Geeklad, and pleasure to be with you and everybody watching at home. Really appreciate you giving us the platform and the time to present what we're building here, and that is MeteorAI, the ultimate DLMM companion. Essentially, it's an AI-powered trading and liquidity management system built on Solana, and it tracks your liquidity pools. It can help you optimize DeFi strategies and automate compounding for maximum returns with minimal efforts. We began our life as more of an agent. So more in the guise of like ChatGPT. When you use the tool, you'll see the interface really looks familiar. But as the tools developed, we've leaned more so into just being a really good companion somewhere where you can track all your pools and just this one-stop shop for your DLMM needs. So to introduce the team, I'm gonna let Quinn start as the dev. Everybody wants to hear from the Giga Brain, so I'll hand over to him to introduce himself.
Cool. So hello everyone, I'm Quinn. So excited to be here to present our little baby we've been working on for a few months now. We're finally at the stage where we can like open everyone to try the tool and enjoy it. So I've been in this space since 2020, and as a full-time dev since in crypto since 2022. I was a dev before that, but more in Web2, the Web2 field, but full-time Web3 since 2022. So we are the same team of Kismet. I'm gonna let Cognito talk about it later, but that's one of our other projects we are working on. And since a few months, we started working on MeteorAI. So yeah, I'm gonna let Al present itself.
Cool. Hey guys, I'm DeFi Al. I've been in the space since 2021, and I've been a degen since I first found crypto. Kind of entered around the era of what was it? It was. I'm sorry. I'm just going to talk about what my part in the team. I'm the CMO. My job is about sharing our story and making sure that people know what we're all about. I come up with marketing ideas. I run the socials. I also create and update the docs and interact with the community to get our message out there for the community to understand. I also listen to our customers to see what they need as we build partnerships that help us grow. In a nutshell, I'm here to spread the word about MeteorAI and make sure our brand really connects with the people. Sorry about that. Happy to be here, though. Excited
All
to be
good, man. All good.
okay.
Thanks, Al. Yeah, I'm Cognito. I am the people person. Liaise with people like yourself, Geek, and other guys to see if they won't help us further the good Meteor AI word. I've been in the space since 2019. Bought too much Bitcoin for myself back then, so started paying attention, dived into the trenches, and yeah, since then worked on a few DeFi protocols. My background is specifically in branding and comms and marketing, so yeah, lends itself very well to what I do now. And as Quinn mentioned, we for the past year and some change, we were developing and building a platform called Kismet, which is a permissionless protocol to upgrade token utility. And that stemmed from seeing so many of, we're in a meme super cycle. I've got my inverted commas going. You can't see them, but they're going. And so we thought, okay, there are so many projects launching, but they need to somehow maintain visibility because Pump Fund made it so that they could just launch every day, every minute, however many were launching. So it was a way to give some utility to these projects launching, not just memes, but because they're predominant and prevalent in the space at the moment, by giving them some kind of utility. So we introduced some games of chance, staking contracts, and lots of other. It was a full suite and is a full suite. But we ended with what really became, I guess, our main product, which is a Telegram analyzer bot. And it really focuses on the visualization element. So we added some really nice banners and made it so that it was a product that could be used by noobs, because when you're using the other products, which for example, Rick, they're really for somebody who's not crypto native or hasn't been in the space for long. It can be difficult to decipher that information. So something that we really try to do with everything that we build is make it really digestible for somebody who is new, but also complex and complete enough for the more seasoned crypto user. And some of our highlights were that with our games of chance, we had 1.5 million total volume and counting, 13K players and 12K games played. And our analyzer bot, we were fortunate enough to get it in more than 600 groups and counting at the moment. So that's something that we're really proud of. And we've taken that that focus on the visual and making sure everything's clean and really easy to digest, as well as it being comprehensive enough into MeteorAI. So yeah, I thought this was cool. LP management is complex. MeteorAI makes it effortless. I thought that was quite nice. And so some of our features are that you can discover trending pools. We launched that recently, and yeah, it's like we've been saying in the team, it's a bit of a money glitch, because you see the trending pools, you enter them, and we haven't had any negative P&L since. I mean, you have to get out at the right time, but it's a really, really easy and cool way of seeing the trending pools. You can manage all your positions in one interface, which is something that me as a liquidity provider, that makes it really easy for me as a user. So that's something that I use often. Track your P&L in real time, flex your wins with ease. You can visualize liquidity ranges on price charts, as well as see a bunch of other charts within the tool, and Quinn will demonstrate that to you shortly. And you can also compound rewards effortlessly. We've also added a zap out feature really recently that we'll also demonstrate. And we've got a few other tricks and features up our sleeve that we will be releasing after launch, but we don't want to share too much because we know people copy. So yeah, really excited about what we're building, and excited for Quinn to demonstrate it for you. I'm gonna hand over to Al to discuss what we have coming.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, so this is the roadmap. The phase one is obviously the DLMM agent, and that's what we got started with. The web UI chat, so users can go to the web and interact. And essentially launching the beta. So we've actually completed the phase one, and we're actually now in phase two, where we've actually just launched the zap out feature, which is a great feature. So users can actually zap out of their liquidity pools to 100% to one of the tokens, whether it's SOL, USDC, or the native token that they're farming, instead of having to pull your liquidity, take it to the DEX, swap it, trying to get out, because we know in crypto, time is of the essence. So that zap out feature is really cool. We just launched the pool trending tab, to where you can just simply go to the tab, see all the pools trending, rather than having to chat with the chat bot to get to it. Same with the positions tab. And those offer a lot of amazing features, from compounding, claiming, live visual charting, which you're going to see all in the demo. But it's really exciting. So next step is phase three. You'll get real-time data. And with the real-time data, you'll also be able to set notifications. And then we'll also be doing our token generation event, which we're going to cover here in a little bit. Phase four will be the referral program. So users will be able to generate their own referral link. Then they'll be able to share it and obviously earn a percentage of what their referees earn. We're also going to be introducing a Telegram bot, a Discord bot, where our product will be available through Telegram and on Discord, because we know everyone's on Telegram and Discord. And then phase five is eventually to get to autonomous strategies, which is something that everybody would love to see. So that's the roadmap, and we're excited. And as far as the token utility goes, when we're talking about the TGE, MeteorAI will follow a freemium model. So obviously we will have users. We don't want to, gatekeep anybody from using the tool. So we will have a freemium model where all the features, or majority of them, will be free. For instance, you'll still get real-time token tracking. You'll be able to discover top liquidity pools. You'll be able to manage your liquidity, live chart visualizations, seamless token swapping, position and P&L tracking. So all that information is displayed about your positions. And then the premium features, this would be for those that actually hold the token. You'll get fee rebates, referral boosts, as well as profit sharing via buyback and burn. So to cover that a little bit is the fee rebates. You'll be able to, some of your fees will be lowered. The referral boost, you'll get, you'll earn more from your referees. And the profit sharing is the fees are going to go to buyback and burns of the token, which will contribute to the token price appreciation, as well as the rising floor. So something that we are excited about. This is the community. So we have our Discord running. We have our Telegram and our X. We suggest that everybody come and follow us, join the Discord to be a part of the community, and follow us on X to keep up with the latest updates, because we're constantly doing updates. We're kind of giving out new features and keeping the community up to date. And for those that haven't been able to participate with the bot or interact with it, we actually just launched our open beta. So that means anybody can go and participate. And it is right there at solmeteor.ai. So if you guys want to go interact, go check it out, go see what the tool's about. And you could even follow along through the demo. We highly encourage it. And we're excited to see what everybody thinks so far. In our Discord, we've got nothing but positive feedback. And on that, we'd like to touch that we're so grateful for the support from Meteora, the Meteora community, the LP Army Private, and the whole entire community over there. They've been so supportive and really giving us some positive feedback. So we want to thank everybody who has been participating, and we invite everybody else to come participate and check us out. We're excited to be here, and we're excited about the future of DLMMing, of everything. We think Solana is going to continue to dominate. We think Meteor is going to continue to dominate, and we're here to build and contribute and give the people what it is that they want. So we're excited. I'm excited for you guys to see the demo.
Awesome. All right. Shall we get into it then?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. See what you got there, Quinn.
Okay. So this is our trending top pool. So we built a special score heavily inspired by the link pulse score. But we added some tweaks to it to be able to gather the number of transactions, but amplify. No, yes, we take the number of transactions, but we also take the volume and we amplify the volume by the number of transactions. So it gives you a score, and in a short glance, you can see what's hot right now and at the moment. So the page refreshes every minute. So it's pretty, not real time, but pretty close to what's happening right now. So it's sorted by default by Meteor score, but if you click on the buttons over there, you can sort it by different time frames or metrics. My strategy personally is I'm looking for 1,000 Meteor score and higher. This means that the returns on the volume is really high. Right now we have this one at 725. It's not bad. So over there we have multiple tools that you can use. So we've integrated some third-party tools. We have DexScreener, GMGN, RugCheck, and Bubble Maps. And we've made it in a way that it's really flexible. So you can move the windows over there. You can compare prices. You can open different tools to be able to check them up. And maybe you are looking for an entry. You will be able to like see it live and set up your own setup. This way you are like the more optimized you can to jump in. You can also see the socials over there, and also go to RugCheck and Bubble Maps. You can also buy the token directly here if you want to. Okay, if you click on the Meteor poll over there, you will be live on the Meteor page. So let's say I click on Paint here. I will be directly on the Paint USDC pool, and I will be able to create my position over there. So what I've did a little bit. Oh, okay. So this one is hype right now. Okay, the 20 bin step. So earlier, I opened the position, and I'm a little bit down and out of range currently. That's bad. I would prefer to have it in the green. So this is the position tab. I will open a position a little bit later live and hopefully turn it out in profit. So this is the P&L, top right. You can hover your mouse on there and you will be able to see the details. So my initial deposit was $36. Current deposit is 28. So the price have gone down until now. Unclaimed fees, 90 cents. Claim fees, $3, and withdrawals. I didn't withdraw anything. So we still have the third-party tool over there. And what's cool is the same thing. I can display multiple charts at the same time. If I have multiple positions, I can beside them, do whatever I want. So you can set up your own like dashboard. I can claim right here. And I think you see my Rabbi transaction. Not my Rabbi, my Phantom. Do you see my Phantom?
No.
Okay.
You're confirming the transaction, right?
It
Yeah,
just
well,
popped
I
up.
wanted to see the preview, but well, I'm gonna confirm it, and hopefully I'll get some more fees to be able to show the rest. So okay, so right now I've claimed, so the funds are in my wallet. I can also swap here to directly get sold. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Cool. So we are using the Jupyter widget. I can also flex my position. So, well, right now I'm at a loss, so maybe I won't flex that one. But you can download the file or copy directly the image and be able to paste in Telegram, X, Twitter, whatever. Then you can see your unclaimed fees there, your current deposit. That's a feature we really like, it's the chart. So you can see the position live on a chart. And what we see, so the white lines are my ranges. So right now, I've just come back in range. I was out for a moment at the bottom. The green arrow is when I deposited. So I can see on the chart whenever I entered my position. The blue dots are claims. The orange squares are compounds. And this is my last claim I did earlier. So this is really nice. You can also see in USD if you want to, but you see it without the range, but you have to be in Sol because it's paired with Sol. So on Sol, you see your ranges there. Then what you can do is compound. So what compounds do is it will take your unclaimed fees and add them back to your deposit. So this way you can easily compound your position. And one really, really awesome feature we just added 2 days ago, I believe, is the zap out feature. So we really believe it's like a game changer. And when you are in a highly volatile pool, it might change everything. So you can do a regular claim where you claim back your deposit in and unclaimed fees with both of the tokens, but you can also zap out. What we mean by zap out is that it will automatically swap the tokens into the other tokens. So I can zap out in 500,000, zap out in Sol, or we even added USDC for the stablecoin maxis of this world. You can zap out in USDC. So we don't have the zap in yet, but that's coming soon. So for example, right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zap to Sol and leave my position. So you don't see my, okay, so right now it's giving me a river transaction and it's because of the slippage and the volatility. So sometimes on a high volatile pool, you have to try it multiple times. I know we've all been through that.
Do you guys have a capability of setting the liquidity slippage and the swap slippage?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, so there I close my position and it's successful. So over there you can set up your swap slippage, liquidity slippage, and to be able to compound and zap out, we are using GDO and bundling. So you're able to set up your GDO tip over there. If you have some river transactions, because the network is highly congested, so you might up your GDO tip a bit. You have the stats of GDO over there. So 95% of the people using GDO right now, no, you have a 95% odds of confirmation if you use that fee. So right now it's kind of congested. You see it decreased a little bit. And you can play with your slippage over there too if you get some revert transactions. So on the high volatile pairs, you should up your swap slippage a little bit. So
So
then
you
we
guys,
will go.
so you guys are, I guess, for all intents and purposes, it's atomic. It is two separate transactions, but because you guys are doing a Jito bundle, either all the transactions pass or all the transactions fail. Correct?
Exact.
Okay.
Exact.
All right, that's great. I love that.
So
And,
then
and
we'll go.
you're doing the swaps through Jupyter.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we use MeteorAI API, Jupyter API. Yeah, we rely a lot on Jupyter for this and the Jupyter ecosystem, and we are happy to be a part of it too. So win-win. So this is the AI agent we started with. So it's a really powerful AI agent, and all the things I showed in the trending pools and the position, you can also do it with the AI agent. So we believe that the AI agent is the easiest funnel for a beginner. So you are a beginner, you don't know what to do, you have some questions, etc. You can ask on X, you can answer on Discord. There is a lot of help over there. But if you want, you can also add the AI agent. So we've trained the AI agent on the MeteorAI docs and all the docs, not only the LMM. So you can ask about vols, AMM, dynamic vols, M3, MeteorAI DAO, like everything. For example, right now I have what is a bin step. It's a simple one. So you can ask, it will give you a little explanation about what is a bin step, and it's all coming from the MeteorAI docs. You can also ask for other question, general question, that the price of Bitcoin, the price of Ethereum, some blue chips token. It's a nice touch. But I don't have any MeteorAI position right now, but I can ask for what are the best MeteorAI pools currently. And it will give you a little bit of the same thing as the trending pool, but inside the agent. So what you can do in the agent and cannot do yet on the trending pools is that we have more than 100 filters that you can use to be able to filter like the exact pools you're looking for. So for example, I can say, what are the best Sol USDC pools? So this is one of the filter you can use. So it will give you the best USDC pool. You can still have the third-party tool over there, so you can check the chart if you want to. You can also see the metrics by 5 minutes, 1 hour, 6 hours, 24 hours. So the volume generated, the price change, and the fees generated. So the average on that pool, it's a 2 bin step. It's a 0.35% APR per day. And you can see the filters used for your query. I've prepared a complex filter that we can showcase to really grasp the power of the AI. So find me most profitable and stable liquidity pool that meet this criteria. Minimal liquidity 100,000, at least 24 hours old, so that's the age of the pool. 24 volume above 50,000, 24 fee rate above 0.1%, sold by 1 hour fee rate in descending order, show top 5 pools. So you have a summary of all the filter used over there, and it will give you the results. You can click on view pool, for example, and it will send you directly to the MeteorAI page.
Is the age there the age of the token or the age of the pool?
The age of the pool.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So what I will do right now is try to find a good pool and trying to live make some profit. And I think I'm gonna go into one that I know is not a scam. I'm trying to go with Sol because I don't want to swap to USDC. So I'm gonna go in Pain Sol. The price action is not that great recently, but oh well, coming up. Let's go. So I'm gonna go 50-50 curve to be able to to generate some swap fees live. Just point one song. Don't know if in the meantime we have some questions.
Let's take a look and see. Did have one question here. Are you able to use the agent to do the transactions?
Yes. Oh, okay. It depends what the question is. The AI agent doesn't have access to your wallet. So you ask a question, it will give you a card or depending on what you ask, and then you will be able to click and to click the action you want to take. So if you want to compound or join a pool, you click, then it pops up your phantom confirmation window and a preview of what it will be doing, and then you confirm. So right now we are a companion, but that's phase 5, where you will be able to send SOL to the agent and ask him to do stuff for you. But we are not at this stage yet.
So right now it's it'll basically present you with a UI, but you still have to ultimately do the clicks to perform the actions. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna showcase. So I've opened my position over there, and it's down again. But what I will do is I'm gonna ask the AI agent and manage it through the AI agent. So we have the same interface there as in position. So I already showcased all the button there. So what I will do is I will just close it and I will zap out to SOL. And wait, okay. So when you close through the AI agent, we didn't have that feature in the position tab yet, but with the AI agent, it will generate you your final closed P&L card that you will be able to share if you want to. Yeah, last feature, earlier I've used like a special prompt with a lot of GigaBrain filters. What you can do is you can set it in favorite. This way you don't have to type it again and again. You can just see all your favorites here. So if you have some special filters no one have, and you find the ultimate recipe to find the best pool, you can set it in favorite. And then when you come back, you turn off your computer, you come back, you can find it over there and just ask again for it. Yeah, I hope I didn't lose anyone. There is a lot of features.
Yeah.
And yeah, we are excited for anyone to try it, give us feedback, and we are constantly improving. We have a lot of features coming in the coming day, the coming months. So we are excited. We are excited for you to join our journey.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
I think one thing that might be helpful on the when you're looking at the trending pools and in the charts option, it looks like right now you're only displaying the chart for that specific market, right?
Yes, so it depends. You know, Dex Screener, it's one chart per pool.
Right.
But if you're using GMGN, they are using aggregate.
It'll show the aggregated. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so they aggregate every pool.
Okay, that's nice.
So
then if you want to see the aggregate, you go to GMGN. If you
Yeah.
want to see the individual pool, you go to Dex Screener.
Exactly.
I think another thing that we are discussing internally, or I have raised a few times, so I don't know whether I want to put you under pressure here, Quinn. We've got a lot of filters that have been put together because the tool's so powerful, and I think one thing that could be beneficial is to find a way to integrate them so that they're easily accessible for the user, because at the moment that there are so many that there's not a really seamless and attractive way, or really intuitive way to display them at the moment. But that's something that we're trying to incorporate because, right now you're asking the questions, but maybe you can just click a button or have a drop down and just go to the filter that you to filter out the information that you want. And I think that would add a lot to the user experience already. So that's something that we're trying to find a way to incorporate as well.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Like all those advanced filters that, maybe aren't in the UI, but somehow if you could take that favorite from the agent and then apply it over to the trending pools tab, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. We are trying. There are so many filters that we are really trying to find the best way and digestible way to interact with it.
Yeah.
But we are drawing something that would be nice. Right now, what we have in the Discord and in the docs, you will find, if you go in best pool filters, you will have the list of all the filters and parameters you can use to like build your own prompt. But we will add it in a drop down or something you can select on the website directly shortly.
Here's an interesting comment by Denise. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but one thing they would love to see is a zap out on multiple positions, and I can definitely relate to this, right? So if you're in a small bin step pool, you might have a lot of positions open. It would be nice if you could zap out of all of them all in one shot. I think there would be some challenges with that from the perspective of slippage and movement and all that, and making sure you bundle it all in a use the Jito bundles, make sure everything executes in one shot. But it's an interesting idea.
Yeah, we will look into that. As you said, I think the biggest challenge would be the slippage, because when you bundle a transaction and one of them reverts, it reverts the whole bundle.
Right.
So let's say one of the pool moved too much, it will just revert the whole pool.
Right.
So maybe we could give the choice to the user to bundle or not. This way, if a few of them succeed, then it will go through, and if there are some that revert, it will tell you, oh, this one reverts, try again.
It's a good idea, kind of like the MeteorAI, the Meteora UI does now, where if you open a wide position, it sends individual transactions. It doesn't bundle them. If any one of them fails, you can do the retry. So yeah, that's an interesting idea. I like the idea also of giving the user the option to either bundle or not. That's a really good idea. I like it.
Thank you for the suggestion.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see if we got any other questions here that you didn't answer. I think you answered a lot of the questions that folks were asking out there. I guess you kind of answered this. I mean, the agent. So I'm not sure exactly what BP means, if they're talking about Meteora strategies, whether it's curve, bid ask, or spot, or if they're talking about general strategies. But I know what you showed, you can provide the agent, sort of a list of filters, and then they kind of present the best opportunities based on however you're sorting that. So I think that's really the limits in terms of what the agent can do in terms of finding strategies, right?
Yeah. So it can find pools depending on your filters, but if you are asking about what the best like ranges and liquidity providing, like you said, curve or spot, or like hybrid, do a one sol spot 50-50 plus 0.5 bid ask, whatever, it becomes a little bit complex. We really have that thought, and it's been asked already by our community, but it's really hard because we need to make the choice. Okay, do we want to provide a a suggestion strategy, but then if there are losses, they will blame on us. And there are no best strategies. It's like it depends on your risk, with what kind of risk you want to take. Do you bet on the upside of the token or the downside of the token?
Yeah.
So we had a thought, and it's growing, and we at some point we will find the best solution for this. But it's not a straight do this. It will never be that, because it depends on a lot of parameters.
Yeah, I agree. It depends on the risk appetite of the user, and there's a lot of dependencies there. So I like the approach. I think the idea is present the information in a useful way to the user, and then leave it up to the user to make a determination on what they want to get into and setting their range and that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So, and another thing that's great about it is they create their positions according to how they want, and then they can come over to MeteorAI, and this is where they can manage it. They can do the claiming, the compounding. They want to zap out. They want to chart it. They want to check the bubble maps. And it brings all your positions to just one UI, where you can go to the positions tab. You can see it all lined up. You can follow along with your P&L. You can see the daily APR, and it just gives you the user the option to do everything basically collectively on one UI. It just makes managing all your positions a lot easier. That's why we've kind of not necessarily rebranded, but came to the ultimate DLMM companion, because the autonomous aspect of it is in the future, but it's not until phase 5. So at the moment, we want it to be your companion to help you, have a better DLMM experience, as well as give the power to the user to make their decisions based off of the information that they can acquire from the tools that we provide. So
I think that's the right approach, and I think it's too early to start going fully autonomous, because I think you need to let your users tell you what it is that they need, what's the information that they're looking for, because that's going to drive then the autonomy, right? That's then going to provide all the inputs that you're going to need for any sort of autonomy to actually execute on the user's behalf.
yeah.
And I was just going to say that, because it's not so much in terms of the autonomy, but just in terms of the features. That's why you do a beta. But when we first spoke to you, I guess we were really leveraging the agent side more so. Really focusing on, and as you can see, it's not that we've moved away from it, but we don't leverage, we don't harness it as much now. Because now you can ask the question, or you can just click on the trending pools and then you open it up. And so the community that we're building, and especially the Meteora guys, said, hey, this is what we need, this is what we want, and it's turned into a much more comprehensive tool that fits their needs, because that's what they said they want. So I think, yeah, for sure, that was some advice that you gave us at the start. And I mentioned it to Quinn the other day, saying, oh yeah, it's funny, because GeekLad, yeah, he was right, huh? But we still have the option for people who are newer, because I think it's really important. LP management and DLMMing isn't straightforward, right? If you didn't come from Uni V3, that's where I was doing it before, and then moved over to Jupyter and then finally Meteora. But what's the range? Where do I start with that? So if you have a tool where you don't need to read, and you can just, everybody's familiar with ChatGPT, you can just ask a question, and it's going to be your companion and guide you through that. I think we're finding a really nice balance between the two.
Yeah. I think one interesting thought I have is it would be cool, and I know this is probably fairly far off, but if you could ask the agent sort of things that you're thinking of in terms of strategy, and get a response back. So like, for instance, if there's a specific pool you're looking at, and you can ask the agent, well, if I were to open a spot position in this range, how long do you think, how long do you estimate it would remain in range, right? And there could be some kind of probability to that. Or if I were to open a one-sided bid-ask SOL only in this range, how long do you think it would stay in range? Something like that, I think, would be sort of the next step before going to full autonomy, because if you're going to go to full autonomy, that's the kind of thing you would have to have the agent do, is determine probabilities of remaining in a certain range, that you decide that you want to go into. So I kind of see that maybe as the next step towards autonomy, is being able to ask the agent, if I were to do this sort of strategy, what is the probability of the outcome, right? How long am I going to probably remain in this range before I need to rebalance, things like that.
And there's a lot of simulations and data collection before you get to that point.
Absolutely. Yep.
But you give me a really good parallel, in that, on TradingView, you can do backtesting.
Yes.
And you just gave me the idea of backtesting, but for DLMMing.
Yeah.
That would be something. Like, you set up a strategy. Okay, I would do spot in these ranges,
based on
and then give me the backtest in the last week and how I would do. That's interesting to explore.
Yeah, you might want to look at some of the stuff that HawkFi has done as well. So HawkFi actually had some back testing, but the thing is, with their back testing, there's certain assumptions. So I think there's definitely some room for improvement there. But yeah, I love the idea of back testing too. Back testing with DLMM would be fantastic. I don't know that anyone's really done it all that well. I think HawkFi has attempted to do it, and I think, I don't know that they've done any more work on that. I think they just kind of did what they did and moved on to other things, and really concentrated more on their autonomy and what their bot is doing. But yeah, I think back testing would be really cool.
Good idea.
Something else that I've been working to address is the whole idea of fees, the fee to liquidity ratio, right? And the problem with that measure is at its point in time, right? You can only, everyone that I've seen using that, including Meteora, it's a point in time. It's only and it's a big mismatch between the numerator and the denominator, right? So the numerator is the fees accumulated over some period of time, and that measure is fine. There's no problem with that. The problem is that the denominator is current point in time. So that whatever the denominator is not representative of the liquidity that generated those fees over that period. So what I've been doing is I've been developing a time series to collect, basically minute by minute, what has been the fees generated in that minute and what was the liquidity at that point in time during that minute. Then you can generate a time series and get a more realistic picture of what fees to liquidity ratio really looks like, right? Because there's always liquidity entering and exiting pools all the time. So whatever the current liquidity is not representative of the liquidity that generated those fees over that period of time. So I've actually got an open source project that I've been working with KV on, and so KV helped me build this. He kind of created the initial repo, and I've just been piling commits on top of it to further enhance it and improve it. I'd love to see other tools begin to use that and kind of take that same approach. So you guys might want to take a look at that repo and see what you think about it. It does generate a lot of data because it's looking at all the pools and capturing it in 1 minute increments. So, and I've been using DuckDB, which is a fantastic open source database, a lot better than SQLite. I started with SQLite and it just wasn't robust enough, and the database was really blowing up. But something that you guys might want to take a look at. I'd love to see another project take a look at it too.
Yeah, I've looked at it. I looked at your repo and your Twitter post on the MeteorAI LP admin group.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was close to what we are doing now, to be able to generate the trending pool too.
Great.
But awesome. We take a different approach to handle less data that you are doing, because it's a lot of data.
It is a lot of data, yeah.
But what we would love to have is, whenever you click here on the trending pool, just as you said, it would show you a chart. A little bit like Bifi. Bifi, they have a chart of the history of the APR and how the APR is moving.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I'd like to see.
Yeah.
Time series on the APR.
And even for the liquidity, you click on it and it shows you a chart. Okay, there is a spike there. Someone left, a whale left, so there is a
Right.
spike down, etc. So you can have more info, because the whole game is to have the best info to have an edge to take the best decision
100%.
possible. So
100%. Yeah.
yeah, that's an interesting idea. We
Yeah.
will definitely look into it.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if we have any other questions. I think you guys answered most of the questions, and I think we're in good shape. Any closing thoughts? Anything else you guys want to add before we call it a day?
Well, I'm gonna start. We are really, really excited. So if you like what you see, please join us in that adventure. We are really, really listening to the community, what they ask for, the features. Most of the features we presented today are coming from suggestions from the community, and we love that. We are really trying to build the best all-in-one tool possible. So we have our ears open about your feedback, what you don't like, what you love, and what you would like to see. So please join and give us feedback.
Yeah, and I really love that approach. I think it's important to listen to your community, let the community shape the future of the platform, because ultimately the platform is for the community, right?
Yeah. Basically the same exact thing. Yeah, we just encourage everybody to come participate, and we're all in the. You can reach us very easily in the Discord. You can open tickets. We're there all day. So we're taking suggestions. We're communicating. You can reach us easily in the Discord, and we just encourage everybody to give the tool a try, as well as come and join the community and follow us on our socials. And we're really thankful for all the support from the community, as well as this opportunity to be able to showcase the tool. And we're excited to continue to build, and we're excited about the future. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it very brief. Just a question that has arisen in the Discord was about TGE, and just going back to what the guys have said, we're really focused on building at the moment, to be honest. Building the community, building the tool into, until Quinn can't build no more. So he's got bones for fingers.
That won't happen.
So, yeah. So that's the focus, really, and once you guys are I'm not going to say anything that I'm going to regret, but if you have a tool that people are using, I'll leave ellipsis, so I really focus on that, because that's where it starts and ends community. And now that we're in the open beta, we're going to be able to do, have more activities, cultivate that community, rather than having to open a ticket to speak to us individually. So we're really excited for this phase. And thank you again for your time, and you guys at home for listening, and feel free to shoot any questions you might have. We're here to answer them.
Thanks, Cognito. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. MeteorAI. Go out to the website, soulmeteor.ai. If you guys want to participate in the open beta, it's there for you guys. Check it out. All right, guys. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Take
you.
care, guys.